Hey there, I'm Brittany Schroeder, and business and marketing are my jam. I'm here to walk you step by step through this crazy thing we call business. I'm a small town girl, chocolate eating, Diet Coke drinking mom, marketing guru, automation Jedi, and all around good time. This is your weekly dose of all things business and life, sprinkled with some fun. This is the Redefine Business Podcast. Welcome to another episode of Redefine Business Podcast. I'm so excited to be chatting with two of my all-time favorite girls ever. Welcome to the podcast, Jancy Wright and Taylor Ann Macy. Jancy, go ahead and tell my listeners who you are and what you do.
So my name is Jancy Wright, and I am a simplifying coach. I like to call myself a simplifying coach because I help you get rid of things in your home and in your life that you no longer love or need or are using. And so I'm really excited to be here today and to talk to you guys a little bit about what I am going to teach you at this really fun workshop and retreat that we are hosting together. So
yes, and that's what we're going to be talking about today is our Amplify workshop. So we're excited to chat with you. Taylor Ann, introduce yourself and what you do.
Yes. And I am so excited to be a part of this workshop. I think it's going to be just exceptional. So I'm so excited that we're finally talking about it. Yes, my name is Taylor Ann Macy. I am a life coach and a nutrition coach, and I love to help women learn how to fuel their body and not just tell them how to eat, but how to fuel their body for whatever their goals might be. And I'm so excited to be a part of this group. And we've been sitting on this and talking about this for so long, this workshop. I just am so glad that it's like finally, it feels like it's coming closer and happening, and it's going to be so good.
Yeah, we're so excited. I wanted to tell you guys just a little bit about just kind of like the backstory. I have worked with Jancy and Taylor Ann, and I just like love them. This happens, I feel like with a lot of my clients that I just get this amazing friendship comes out of our coaching as we are helping each other. And, we worked together for a while. And then when the time came to an end, whether I was one-on-one coaching or in a program, but the friendship kept going. And one of the things that I love is then we just started like constantly supporting one another and just creating that safe place that we can, vent our frustrations to and, like bounce ideas off of, and just a place where we can get support and say, okay, well, maybe try this, or you got this, like keep your head down, you can do this. And so one of my favorite, just kind of a mantra is a rising tides lifts all boats or ships or whatever it is. And I feel like that we really have this. I can feel that genuine, support in both Taylor Ann and Jancy. And I hope that they feel it, feel it both ways, because I feel like we've all been like, hey, how can we help each other? How can we lift each other? And so this is kind of how we decided to do this workshop / retreat. Is I had recently moved to Utah, and both Taylor Ann and Jancy are in Utah. And we wanted to create something where we could bring women, entrepreneurs and women together. And how can we help and support one another? How can we create a community where we are helping one another? And so we were kind of bouncing ideas off of each other. And we said, let's do an event. Let's do something and bring a bunch of women together. Let's share our knowledge. Let's collaborate. Let's network. Let's teach one another how to be successful. And that is kind of how Amplify came to be. Did you guys want to add anything to that?
Yes, I certainly do, because I think what has been so unique about my friendship with you and with you, Jancy, is, and I can only speak for myself here, but I just know as an entrepreneur, I don't have a lot of other people in my life, close relationships that are in the same boat that I'm in, that are building businesses, that are doing online businesses, or really businesses, period. And so there have been times where it's just felt isolating, and it's felt like I don't know where to go for resources. I don't know where to go for an ear, a shoulder to cry on for when things don't work, for someone who really understands. And that's why I think our relationship is so unique, because we get it. We are in this together. And I think that's what makes this event so special, especially for female entrepreneurs, because I would imagine a lot of people would feel similarly. And so to have an event like this where we can not only work together and support one another, but also provide a space for you to really plan out your year in a way that is strategic and informed and efficient, so that the idea of business building and working in your business doesn't have to be so overwhelming. That's something that I would have appreciated at the very beginning of my business, and something that I will probably appreciate forever. Is just having a space with like-minded women to organize my life relative to my business in a way that feels empowered and ready and committed and clear. And so I just am so excited that we get to do this together, because on the opposite side is like a customer. I just think it would just be the best possible thing that someone could give themselves for their business.
Yeah. Jancy, did you want to add anything or?
Oh, I love it so much, because everything that Taylor and everything that you just said, it's so funny. If you, the audience could see each of us, we're just nodding the whole time, because we get this. This is everything that you said, Taylor Ann, is spot on. If we could all just kind of create those friendships, and that's what we hope to do here in Amplify, is to create some friendships where you are doing this together with other entrepreneurs. So good.
Yeah.
Love it.
And I love, one of the things I love about all of our friendships is that, we can talk to each other as a whole or individually, but just, constantly like, you got this, or, hey, I've been there. It's frustrating. But also what's great about networking is like bouncing ideas off of people, because we get in our world and we see what we see. But sometimes, like, I know anytime I'm on the phone call with Jancy or Taylor Ann and I meet for lunch or something, and I'm like, well, what if you tried this? Or what if you did that? And I'm like, oh, I've never thought of that. Or yeah. And so I think that it is so healthy and beneficial to your business to be able to have like a community that you can say, hey, can I get some feedback on this? Like, what do you think about this? Because like I said, we get into this like tunnel where we just are seeing what we see. And so I think that is just like so beneficial when, to have a community.
And just to have other eyes to look at what you're doing, because I think we get so much into sales mode, business mode, ownership mode, that sometimes it's hard to access that fresh side, that customer side. And so that's why having like live people, while it's not necessarily market research, it is a way of like researching humans from a different perspective that can really help bring inspiration and a fresh perspective on your business and what you're offering.
Yeah.
I love that. I also just add this, that we are a lot of fun.
We are a good time. That is true.
We are a lot of fun. And I just think that when you can kind of push aside all the really difficult, hard things and just come into it and just be able to create those friendships, but also have fun. I don't know. It feels more lighthearted. And because sometimes being a business owner can feel really heavy. So,
oh yeah. And we are a good time. I can attest to that. I have a camera full of bloopers to prove it. So yeah, stay tuned for that. So one of the things that we, when we were like, hey, we want to do this workshop. And so one of the things that we took into consideration is, it's the beginning of a year, 2024. And we're often talking about, we set all these goals. And then by the end of the year, we're kind of getting checked out, where we're like, okay, like it's the holidays. I want to spend time with family. I want to do this. And we kind of start to check out of our business. And for me, I check out of my business and I check into the next year. So I'm starting to like plan, what am I going to do next year? And knowing like each of these women very well, I know that they are planners. And I think that is what has helped them to be successful and to help them really like take their business to the next level, is having a plan, knowing how to execute it, and, like making it happen. So one of the things that we thought, like, what could we do to help women and especially entrepreneurs in this state of feeling like paralysis? Like, there's so much to do. Like, where do I start? What do I do? How do I grow my business? What are the things? And so one of the things that we're so excited about, and this is going to be something that you're going to take home from the Amplify workshop, is to have your year planned out, your marketing and strategy for your business all planned out. And between the three of us, we've brainstormed and we've figured out like what is going to be the most effective way And that's to help people plan and execute and build their business. And so that is one of the things that, the main thing that we want you to take away from this. And we have all the resources that you need to make that happen. We're going to sit down and we are going to help you plan out your year. And we're going to teach you different strategies and different tools that will help you plan, not knowing, you might feel kind of overwhelmed on, Kate, like, where do I even start? And we've created a system and a process that breaks it down so easy so that you will be able to look at your whole year and say, these are the things, these are my goals, and these are the things I want to accomplish. And then we're going to help you work backwards and plan them out. So if you're planning something in March, we're going to help you plan in February and in January. What are the things you need to do to make that event happen and to make that successful? And I mean, there's lots and lots of stuff, but that is going to be one of the main takeaways is that you will have this marketing strategy and annual planning. You'll walk away in your hands with your 2024 ready to go and ready just to get to work. So that's one of the main takeaways that you will have. And that's something that I'm going to be teaching along with Taylor Ann and Jancy. But there's more. We want to give you more. So Jancy, can you just kind of talk about what you are going to bring to this workshop?
Yeah. So I am actually going to help you set up a home office or a workspace. So we often have a workspace or home office and it just is cluttered with papers and pens and just all the things, right? I've been in enough homes to know what you have in your home offices and your workspaces. So I'm going to be helping you understand that clutter is just a magnet for more clutter. And we're going to talk about my 5-step tool process that I use in all aspects of my teaching with your home office. And so you are going to walk away knowing what kinds of, just being future focused, right? So what kinds of things are you going to be implementing into your office? What kinds of things are we going to create systems as far as filing and papers? And I have a really super easy 5-step process for that as well. And I'm just excited to help you set up that home office so that you can sit down day one with your business, whether you are already a business owner or you're starting a new business, and just with a really clear workspace, it helps you have more creativity and efficiency. It will work wonders to just be able to have that clear office space. So I'm really excited to teach you guys how to set up your workspace and your office space and just eliminate anything in there that you don't need or use and really doesn't serve any kind of purpose. So
yeah, and I love the topic, and I'm totally, I can't remember the exact name, but where you say that what was the name of it? Like how it cost you money.
Oh yeah, a cluttered workspace costs you money. It does. It just does. Yeah.
It kind of touches in something when I talk about time management, where I say minutes add up to hours, but it's just like
exactly.
Those little distractions, you don't think that they are affecting you, but they really do, whether they are a distraction or they are, like overstimulating you, whatever it may be.
Yep.
But all those things add up, and you'll be surprised how effective you can be when you are organized in your home office. So I love that. I'm really excited about that. So
it's going to be fun. And I promise to make it fun, because my motto is if it's not simple, easy, and fun, we're not doing it. So
yes, I love it.
I promise to make it simple.
It's awesome. All right, Taylor Ann, share with my listeners about what you are bringing to the Amplify workshop.
Yes, I'm really excited. But I also have to say that I knew you both first through your businesses and have utilized you both in that capacity. And so I just want to emphasize that, like, to the listeners, that Brittany and Jancy aren't talk. Like, this isn't just a fluff idea, like, oh, I'll just do this for fun. I mean, they are both so good at what they do. And me as a personal testament of that. And so just to hear you guys talk about that, I'm like, yeah, you will get all of these things that you're being promised, because you guys are just both so good at what you do. In terms of what I will be offering, it ties really well into the idea of clutter being a tax on the brain a little bit, and the way that it can inhibit your creativity and your ability to function in a business. So I will be teaching about how to fuel your brain and your body for business. So as a nutrition coach, I am passionate about not just teaching people what to eat, but enough about food so that you each can make informed decisions on what's going to be best for you relative to your goals. And so we need to prioritize our own physical health in order to show up in our business. We want to make sure we can maximize our energy, that we can maximize our focus, that we can really not be inhibited by distractions and by ailments and things that are within our control. And so I will be teaching a lot about nutrition and how to set goals for the new year. And it doesn't have to be a weight loss goal. It doesn't have to be anything in particular. It can be however you want to improve taking care of yourself in order to help yourself show up in your business. And I can show you the framework for how to institute a system of eating and of living that can help you do that. And in addition to that, we also have to look at how we are fueling our brain for business. And of course, that means literally with what we are eating. But even more so than that, I think one of the typical obstacles in my business, and I know that it's commonplace, is because you're your own boss, it's easy to maybe not follow through, to maybe scroll on your phone a little bit longer, to maybe, not be as rigid with what you had planned to execute. And so I will be teaching strategies for how to really maximize your time, to limit those distractions, how to follow through on the things that matter, follow through on this calendar that you are going to have in this marketing strategy. Because I think we've all been there where it's like, we can have the plan, we can have the strategy, but then when push comes to shove and that time in the calendar comes, it can be like, oh, I just don't want to. And because I'm my own boss, I don't necessarily have to. And so I'll be teaching you all of the strategies for how to navigate those moments in order to take this strategy that's going to be incredible and so valuable and how to actually execute it in a way that you start to really see results.
Yeah, I love that. One of the things that we, just want to emphasize about the Amplify workshop is we want you to go away with, amazing tools and actionable steps and things. But more so than anything, we want to do this because we are wanting to build a community. We're wanting to build the support. And I think of, I was a photographer for many years, and I think of a lot of the workshops that I went to when I was just beginning. And I think that I have met so many people that I have been friends with, and they have supported me since I have met them. And there is just something about spending time with others and sharing that really, it creates these friendships. And I can't describe it if you haven't been to a workshop or a retreat. It really bonds people, and it really brings you closer. So we're super excited, and we have so many fun things planned. It's going to be amazing. You do not want to miss it. The Amplify workshop is going to be on January 19th, 2024, and that will be in Salt Lake City, Utah. And it's going to be a workshop. So it's an all-day workshop, but you do have an option for the VIP upgrade, which includes, just more masterminding time. You get to spend the night in the home with us in the Airbnb that we rented for this. And then there's a few other things that are included, and you can check all that out on the website, and we'll link that, of course, in the show notes. But it is going to be amazing. We are beyond excited. We have so many fun, amazing things planned. So you don't want to miss it. Did you guys want to add anything to our Amplify party that's going to go down in January?
I just wanted to emphasize, because we have so many fun things that are going to contribute to the workshop itself, as well as the VIP upgrade. And I know a part of the VIP upgrade is going to be, you will come away with 5 branding images. And so if you are really new in your business, having a brand, having a presence, and having professional images is so important and so useful. And so that's just one of the many perks, but I just wanted to throw that in there because I know that sometimes it can be expensive and difficult to make happen. And so that's one of the perks for the VIP upgrade that I think is worth mentioning for that reason.
Yes, it's awesome. So we are excited. Jance, did you want to add anything?
I just want to say that Brittany is going to be helping you set up a lot of things too. You need to have a moment. Share with them what you're bringing to the table. They need to hear, because it's amazing.
Yeah. Basically the planning part and the scaling. We're going to talk about how you scale your business. A lot of times, we have this one offer and you can only scale so far. And we're just going to teach you how to implement a few things that create passive income in your business. Just different tools that I use with my clients that help them to grow their business. The planning part, even though, I'm going to teach you how to plan, but I'm going to teach you things in the planning portion that you might not think that you need, but you really need in your business. And that is education. We're going to, that's going to be tied into your annual planning, different tools to use that can save you time. You might not realize that you are costing yourself money because you're not implementing certain tools that are available. Networking and collaborations, how you can see massive growth through networking and collaboration. So there's lots and lots of things that are going to help you with your business. And then we're also going to have time. We're going to do some, we're going to do some little break-offs where we're going to break you into small groups and you can ask questions and pick our brains. And we're hoping that we can all have time to really get some clarity on our business for 2024, but get excited and inspired and motivated. So it's going to be incredible. We'll be sharing some video tips on how to create some marketing, some reels or some TikToks. So there's going to be a ton of stuff in this one-day workshop that you will not want to miss for sure. So,
and I think that's what you embody, is not just sharing what you need, but the things that you don't think you need, Britt.
Yeah.
It's like, obviously there are things that it's like are the concrete money makers or the things that are obvious in terms of having a business. But I feel like what you are so good at is covering all of the bases to just creating such an organized, that's why I feel like you guys are so great, because it's like an organized space for your business and then creating an organized business where it is so clean and efficient and beautiful.
Yeah, it's going to be amazing. You do not want to miss it. So we will put all the information in the show notes, and from now until December 15th. So you have, by the time this airs, you'll have maybe 1.5, 2 weeks left. You can use the word Amplify in the checkout for $50 off to get that early bird discount. So you'll want to grab that for sure. You'll want to get that. So we'll put the information in the show notes, and we hope to see you guys in January at the Amplify workshop. Let's not stop the party here. Head on over to my Instagram or Facebook group, Redefine Your Business, and let me know your thoughts about today's show. I will see you again, same time, same place, next week.